Guys always like a choice. When you give them a choice, they're always going to pick one, right, Steve?
Absolutely, Paul.
Well, we got two great choices for you today, and that is Double H Safety Toe American-made work boots right here.
American-made.
$15.95. I know this style number off the top of my head because we literally sell thousands of this boot, Steve. I know it's been in our work boot stockpile next door at PFI and on the website forever, it seems like. It was one of the very first ice, I love that, ice.
Yep.
Ice outsole. That was a song, wasn't it?
I think there was Ice Baby
You don't
or
rap,
something
do
like
you?
that.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
Yeah, okay, all right. Well, let's talk about the boot here, Steve. Just a Western style safety toe work boot, right?
That's exactly what it is, Paul. One look says it all on that boot. It's an ochre leather. Also use a nice medallion toe bug and medallion stitching on the shaft. And again, Paul, we're using a 1 5/8 inch heel on this boot.
Okay.
And our traditional ice outsole.
When you're saying traditional, there ain't nothing traditional about ice outsole, buddy. The ice outsole, now let's explain to our viewers exactly what that is again. I mean, 'cause you get into the wear factors and how long it can wear because of the abrasive. Tell them all about that.
Exactly, Paul. This is what really put Double H on the map, is our unique ice, is what we call outsole. Again, you can't wear the dang thing out. You wear the leather of the boot out before you wear that sole out.
Now you were talking about some ratings before we started this part of the show. You were talking about you rate them by the different abrasiveness or something?
They do. They have a unique rating out there that when you're trying to do an abrasive factor on these boots, and these boots all come in at 150 to 160 plus abrasion factor, which is unheard of in the work Western lifestyle or industry.
So basically, they're beating this thing to death and scraping it and scratching it to see how long, and then it's a rating system that they've developed, right?
It is. It's with scraping and rubbing and the wearing and durability and testing of the sole.
Gotcha. You know what I like most about it? This is marketing 101, and I love it. I mean, you can see this boot coming from 100 yards away almost just by being able to see that the different colorations and the different style in that boot. I can always tell when they got that
Absolutely. I don't care where you're
ice.
at. I'll see it in the airport. I'll see it wherever, and I know whose boot
You know
that is.
whose boot it is.
Exactly.
You're exactly right. All right. You've been working on something new. So I'm gonna switch a couple of boots out here. We're gonna go from traditional Western to a little faster guy that still needs a safety toe boot because we both know in today's work world in construction, more and more companies are requiring safety toe boots.
Absolutely. And not just safety toe, because there's all sorts of different safety toes out there. We make a lot of steel toes and safety stuff in the other brands that we own. So steel toe is what is happening in these boots. It's not aluminum, it's not composite, because you've got a lot of corporations out there that require steel.
Steel, I got you. And there's also a rating. I know they come with hang tags on them usually that'll tell whether ANSI approved, and there's different variations of that. But let's talk about the profile and what you've done with the outsole on this boot. First of all, I'm gonna show them because I would have never known this was a safety toe boot and still be a square toe like that. Not with that low profile.
No. As a matter of fact, we took this a step further, and I believe we're the first in the industry that's ever done one, a low profile steel toe, square toe.
Yeah, I mean, literally, a guy, you cannot tell that that's any different than what our stock line of square toe Double H work boots are. You can barely tell that that's even a little bit taller right through there.
Absolutely looks the same profile as the non-steel.
Talk to me about the sole, because this must have been in the development. You must have been working on this for a long time, because this doesn't just happen overnight.
Absolutely not, Paul. What we've done is we've taken our traditional ice outsole and we've made what's called our oak ice outsole. But what we've done, something new on this compared to the others, is we've also implemented the oak ice heel.
Okay. So basically, instead of like on our traditional ones that we carry with the oak ice, they're leather stacked heels on a lot of them, right? So what you've done here is you've made the oak ice the whole sole.
We have.
And then what's this component in here? Is it just a softer type of rubber, or?
What it is it's called dual density. It is. It's a softer type rubber. It makes it a lot more cushion comfort as you're walking and wearing the boot. So
that guy that's standing on his feet all day, 10, 12 hours a day working, or walking a lot, you're going to get a lot more shock absorption from the heel to the ball. Because this actually, I was noticing, it runs not just in the heel, it's thicker in the heel for that strike point, but it all runs all the way through it.
Runs all the way 360 degrees around the boot.
Huh. Pretty cool. Now this leather is just a basic Old Town. I say basic again. It's not basic. Just an Old Town leather. Is that folklore?
It is. Everything that we've really been doing lately has been in the Old Town folklore leather.
Okay.
It's just more of the chocolate color instead of the lighter version of it.
And once again, the top, red top. You wouldn't normally think of that on a work boot, would you?
No, absolutely not.
So we got choices for you guys. 2 great choices. The traditional cowboy boot, work boot, the new square toe, dual density outsole, ice outsole. Steve, that's a mouthful to say right there, buddy.
Absolutely.
Double H, American-made, safety-toe boots, right here on Shopping Western Style.
For on-the-job hard work, it's the Double H Safety Toe. Save up to $40 now at pfiwestern.com.